It is 12 p.m. in the afternoon, October 19th, 2020. And once again, there's no love and lust in the afternoon in here. I'm not Michael Smotherman. This video today, this vlog, is primarily addressed to a friend of mine, Kelly Sisson. She's a very lovely person, very lovely woman. Evidently a really great wife, really great mother, really great grandmother. And she's also a hell of a good singer. I just thought I ought to throw that in. Kelly, this is my vlog. I'm going to post this on your Facebook timeline. And if you are so disposed, down there in the corner is a subscribe button. Please subscribe. I'm trying to build this thing up. I want to address a few things with you. You asked about if I was still doing radio. Well, the answer is yes and no. I'm doing a podcast. I no longer affiliate with a couple of outfits I used to work for simply because I got cheated on pay. A lot of people tuned in to listen. They thought it was great, but they didn't pay me like they should. I do get paid a little bit from Spreaker.com, which is where I do my podcast right now. I limit it to like a half an hour at a shot. I do the show 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. However, I'm waiting on improvement on the cell tower, which is that way from me, up on top of a mountain. We live way out in the country. Well, not way out. We live out in the country. We have easy access to an interstate and good roads, except for the road right out in front of our house to go places. The outfit that supplies my internet connection does the absolute best they can. Got to get a sip of coffee. You'll find out I do that quite a bit on my radio show and on this. When they get the upgrades done, I will be going to a VoIP phone. We're isolated enough, even A&T runs no landlines out here. I had a VoIP phone through Magic Jack, wasn't worth what I paid for it. When Arbuckle Communications installs a VoIP line, it will be a dedicated line. That's what they use for their business offices in Ardmore, Oklahoma. That's what the YMC youth camp, which is on our road, uses, and that's what I'll use. And then I can go back to Blog Talk Radio. 6 years ago, when we moved here where we're living now, we no longer live in Daugherty, Oklahoma. We have a farm here now. We'd cut a big limb back and cut limbs back and had a good shot at the tower that way. And so I did get to use Blog Talk for a little bit. Blog Talk is an actual radio network, and I made really good money when I was doing radio with them. Well, I say I did. Yeah, I did. No getting around it. But the expenses involved at that time were abnormally high. And I did a little better than break even. This time I do not have those expenses. One of the problems I had then is I had a middleman. And that cut really hard into my income. Won't be that way this time. I had a couple of networks carry me then. The long and short of this, Kelly, is that I will be going back on radio. and I'll be going back in a way where I can have call-ins, I can have guests, I can do all the stuff I used to do that I like doing. Been a long, hard struggle. But to tell you part of what goes on Spreaker, and if you go to Spreaker.com and look up Tucklow Neshoba's show, you will find me there. One of the things I do on my present podcast, this is what I call my cheat sheet. I write down the numbers for COVID-19 and the attendant problems with it. I give the numbers as far as who's gotten sick here in Oklahoma nationally, who's died here in Oklahoma nationally, and the counties right here where we live, our county and the surrounding counties. And I also discuss politics a few times. I will discuss that briefly here on this. I am not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Christian, constitutional, conservative libertarian. If my candidate is not on the ballot, I will be voting for Donald Trump simply because the opposition is unfathomable to me. I don't agree with abortion. I don't agree with allowing illegal people to come into this country and vote. I don't agree with pedophilia, and it is about to come to light in a big, hard way that most of the Hollywood elite, a lot of the politicians in the halls of Congress, and a lot of the power brokers in corporate are they're not going to be able to be like a cockroach, and when the lights come on, scurry under the fridge or whatever. What's going to happen? There will be indictments issued. They will probably go to prison for the remainder of their lives, and in some cases they're looking at the death penalty because what they did is so evil. That's what it deserves. It took Donald Trump 3.5 years just to get it to the point that now, if and when he wins re-election, he'll be able to go ahead and really hammer those that need hammering. That's one of the things. Another thing, I really sincerely doubt there will be a stimulus check, a second one. The money's just not there. You can go print money, but what happens is you devaluate the American dollar when you just print it up and set it out there. That's not how economics works. And I know you're a smart enough girl, you understand all that. You'll also, if you review some of my former videos on my YouTube channel, it's just Tucklow Neshoba on YouTube. You'll find I made reference to another channel I got called Travels with Tucklow, and this is to the rest of the folks watching this. My family found this little camera. They're like $30 at Walmart. It comes on. It shows a little view screen, but the problem is it doesn't record. It's got a fresh memory card in it, the whole 9 yards. I was hoping it would because I bought this, which is a small tripod, and it fits perfectly on the dash of my van. Later today, I'm going to load my 2 autistic grandsons, my 17-year-old granddaughter, and my sweetheart Linda, and they're going to go film with me. I'm going to get a couple of videos. One is on some property my buddy Jerry owns. I used to call it Hobo Village. His lovely wife cut me short into the quick and said it's not Hobo Village, it's Catfish Cove. I'll explain on the video why it was called Hobo Village, and then after that one I'll turn the camera off and re-engage it. We're going to go up and see where my sons are working. We have a national race coming up here in a week or so. Well, here in a few days actually. And it's a side-by-side off-road race. And it's coming right through Turner Falls, Oklahoma. The city of Davis owns a place called the Crossbar Ranch. Some guys have it leased, and they're sponsoring a national event. And I won't be going to it. I don't do well around large crowds at all. Plus, I'm crippled and I don't walk that well. And I'm just not gonna go. And plus, it holds absolutely no interest for me. Well, Kelly, that is the video for today. And I thank you for being my friend. God bless you. I do love you. And as always, what I say every time, be kind.